was very fun. So, Ian Goff and Caroline Bell were amazing to work with, but also both have two very different backgrounds in acting. Where like Ian, they're both from New Brunswick, but Ian's a working actor in Toronto, and he does more film work and commercial work, whereas Caroline is a theater actor, like tried and true. That is her first love. So well, and with film, you're shooting out of order in the first place. That's just one of the realities based on like logistics, locations, etc. Where you kind of have to like the actor kind of has to know exactly what scene they're in and like where they are in their like emotional arc, in the grand scheme of the film. But and Ian was ready. He was like, "Yep, I know the deal. I am here and I'm ready to rock it." Whereas Caroline also prepared, ready to rock it, was amazing. But she was telling me that like this is hard. I'm used to doing the full story, like from beginning to end. Like when I'm performing, I get to experience the whole thing every time. This is crazy. Like having to show up and be like, okay, like I have to be at a 10 because it is the emotional climax of the film, but I didn't get the motions of like getting to gradually build to it. So she said that was like the biggest like culture shock going from theater to film, which was fun to watch. Fun to see her like learn how to navigate that and like totally kill it. But that was a lot of fun. And then of course, on top of shooting out of order, there's also just sometimes with the nature of this film, because we're getting bits and pieces and it's like nonlinear and just fragments of memory, sometimes you don't even get the buildup in the scene. We're already in the middle of it. And so it was fun getting to work with them and figuring out, okay, like what do you guys think happened right before this? Like what is the story? Like let's talk about it. Let's unpack it. Let's figure something out between us that like you can work with once we go to camera, and you can like get yourself psyched up with it. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of playing and exploring that, like, in my opinion, totally paid off. Anyone were to take something away from the film, it is that it's never too late to make a choice or a change that is true to you. We spend a lot of time in our lives looking back and maybe feeling like not even regret, but just like even potential loss of like what could have been. But it's not too late. If there's something that you want, or something that you're like yearning to explore, or something that you're curious about or that you feel drawn to, the time will pass anyway. So you might as well go for it. Make the leap, make the jump. It's not that one choice will be better than the other. It might just be different, but I don't know. We make all sorts of choices in our lives, and they don't define us, but us being willing to make the choices is what does. So I think just living your life for you and nobody else is the way that everyone should live their lives.